What is going on, guys? Product Probes Christian back at you with another knife review. Got a pretty cool one here today. This is the Reaper 2 by Jabe's Cutlery. We've already done the Reaper 1 and it was a pretty cool knife, so I have some high expectations for this one. But let's go ahead and get into the video, open it up, and see what we got. Pretty sweet little blister packaging here. Kind of got a little skull in the background. Pretty detailed. The whole theme of the knife seems to be kind of skull based. But let's go ahead and open this sucker up. See what we got. Alright. Can already tell this one's a little lighter compared to the Reaper 1. I'm guessing, let's see if I'm right. Yep. The Reaper 1 had a aluminum handle. This one's got a hard plastic handle, so I definitely kind of a downside for me, but you know what, it's not a really big deal. Alright guys, let's go ahead and see what we got on a piece of paper. Gonna go ahead and get this here. Let's see if I can't get, I'll hold it up here. Can't get a nice little catch right up here. Oh yeah, I just started to rip, but I actually want to try that real quick. Caught really nicely. Oh yeah, that thing's super sharp. Let's try it this way right here. Yeah, just like that. I mean, that is super clean. Barely any ripping going on. Very minute. That's really nice. I'm gonna try it at an angle. See if we can get anything like that. A little bit of ripping. Kind of a little difficult. One more time. Wow, this thing is very, very sharp. Let's go ahead and get the point on this thing. See what we got. Nice little point on here. But this thing just slices right through that. Very little ripping. For a, $10 Amazon knife, this thing is just slicing right through that like it is absolutely nothing. Really impressed with this. Alright guys, so pretty sharp knife. I'm actually really impressed with it. I remember the first Reaper was actually really sharp too. One thing about this knife that I really like is how fast this thing is. I mean, this thing is super, super fast. I mean, even compared to some of the higher brand TAC 4s, M-Tech, this thing beats them. I mean, this thing is just extremely fast. Really nice blade right there, assisted. Got your liner lock. I'll go ahead and show you guys that. Liner lock is right there. Not too shabby. Let's see if I can do it all with one hand. Opens that really nice. Yeah, super simple. Got your thumb studs right up here. Just a single thumb stud. Don't got one on that side. Let's kind of go over some of the features we got. The grip on this thing is really nice. I don't know if you guys can see that in the camera, but it's kind of, I guess you could say dimpled, or I don't really know how to say that right there, but it's just got a really nice grip right there. You're holding it like this. I mean, it just feels nice either way. No finger grooves, which is not a problem, but on the liner lock, let's see what we got on the liner lock. I don't know if you can see that right there, but it adds a really nice grip just for your fingers right there. Kind of grooved right there as well. Lots of features on here. It's got a glass breaker right here. Got your seatbelt cutter right there. Pocket clip right here. Pretty, this thing's beefy. I don't know if you guys can see that over here. I mean, this thing is just super beefy. We'll go check that out in just a little bit. But like I was saying, compared to the Reaper 1, it's got that hard plastic, which does make it a little bit lighter, but I'd rather have that aluminum handle. Kind of just feels a little more sturdy to me, but that's just a personal opinion. One thing I'm going to do real quick is see how this thing feels in the pocket. Alright guys, let's go ahead and slide this thing into the pocket, see what we got. Let's slide over here real quick. Slides in rather easy. Like I said, it is a little beefier of a pocket clip, so it's not just going to slide in super, super in and out fast, but I mean, it's got a really nice grip, pulls out nice. Let's try that one more time. Like I said, real nice snug fit. It's not going anywhere. I'm going to get you the concealed side of it over here. I mean, you can't even see this thing. Super nice concealed aspect to it. The printing, wearing khaki, so there is a little bit of printing. It's a little bit of a thicker knife, but you know, not too much of a problem. I mean, I can barely feel this thing in my pocket. I'll show you guys that printing one more time over here. And like I said, a little bit thicker of a knife, but it's not too much of a problem. This thing is super lightweight. That makes up for in that. Let's see, pull it out. Triggers right there. I'll show you guys that over here. Sometimes with the knives, when you take them out, you have to kind of flip them around or turn them this way and then get that little trigger right there. But with this one, it's in there, pulls out, triggers right there, and you're ready to go. Okay, let's go ahead and zero this thing out. Well, let's turn it on first. Let it zero out. I mean, I'm guessing close to 3 maybe 4 ounces. 4.2 ounces. So like I said, it's pretty light for the size. It's a pretty big pocket knife, if you guys can't tell. Go ahead and get the ruler out and see what we're looking at. I'm guessing close to 8 inches on this thing. With the, I guess you could say, right at 8.25 without the glass breaker. We're looking right at 8 inches on the dot. So it is a pretty large pocket knife, and for 8 inches, I mean, 4 ounces is not bad at all. Let's look at this thing closed. 4.25 with the glass breaker. We're looking right around 4.5, and the length of the blade itself right at 3.25, 3.5 inches. I'm pretty impressed with this knife actually. Compared to the Reaper 1, this thing is pretty close right behind it. The only downfall to this knife is, I would say, is the plastic handle. I really wish it had an aluminum handle. It really just put this knife together. It just feels a little more durable, I guess you could say, something like that. But I mean, it's really not a deal breaker for me. It still feels very durable. Give you guys one more close up on this knife before we kind of head out, let that focus in. I want you guys to see that skull pattern. It's just a really nice pattern right there. Real nice blade, oxidizing that black. Turn it around. Got your Reaper 2, Jabe's Cutlery, and some more of that little skull right there. Pretty cool design on here. Well guys, I definitely give my approval to this knife. One thing I really did like about this knife is how fast it was. I mean, just really super speedy. Even compared to some of those M-Techs or TAC Forces, this thing is right up there with it. Super fast. Really impressed. Well guys, that's it for this knife. I'll go ahead and leave that link in the description on where you can find one of these bad puppies on Amazon. Also, if you want to see, check out that Reaper 1 video. We'll leave that up right here. And we also got our weekly Friday night knife giveaways. So if you guys haven't heard about that or seen that video, we'll leave that one right up here. So go ahead and check that out. We're giving knives away every single Friday to all of our subscribers. Well guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.